I'm looking at these Alangi here. These are babies, and we're checking. And
Hey,
what?
can I get by just for a
You
few
know
minutes?
what? Can I just stay? Can you see me right in the middle? This is first thing in the morning. Can you see me doing this?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, could you move?
Yes, I will.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that good. Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
Oh, all right. You know what? The battle is on. I hope you're not in your area in a while. Hey everybody, welcome back to Florida Exotic. Glenn's always telling me we're getting messages and DMs, which I don't know what that is, about how we run the farm, the secrets of the farm, some unique things, and that's what we're going to do today. So, one of the most important things, and I don't know if the order I'm going to give them to you is going to be the order, but probably the most important thing on this farm is our water. We were very fortunate when I moved here in '74 that the water was perfect. It's coming out of the ground, coming out of coral rock, comes out about 74, 76 degrees, and it's perfect for the fish we're raising here, the African cichlids. It's also it's really good for some of the tropicals we bring in now and then. So the water on this property is something that we guard. By guard, I mean when I first moved on here, when a mechanic came on the farm, if he wanted to drain the oil, he was going to pour it on the ground. That's what they did 50 years ago. Well, that's never happens here. So our water is very important, and not only is it very important, but we've had it checked, and we actually are improving the water as we pull it up through the ground. We aerate it, it gets exposed, and that's probably the number one thing. So let's take a look at livestock and talk a little bit about that. We go to great effort here to only breed with the top quality fish that we can. We look at every breeder at the beginning of breeder season. We pick out the best males, the best females, and that's very important to you at home if you want to breed some. For example, Tamela, what about your gold ocellatus?
Well, when I first started breeding gold ocellatus, I came across this really gold. I mean, it looked like a jewel. And I have always bred with that, and I think I have one of the best gold ocellatus out there. A lot of them are sort of faded, but you gotta go with the best you can find if you want a good quality.
Yours aren't faded because you keep doing it. We call it's selective breeding. If we can't get a wild fish in, which some fish are not available wild anymore, then we have to selectively breed. So when you're at home, let's suppose you want to raise a fish. Go look it up. Find out what it's supposed to look at. When you go to breed with it, pick the best you got and breed with those.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
That's it.
So let's talk about food. Right here you've got some cinnamon rolls from Knott's Berry Farms right down the street from us. Hardly can get in the door nowadays because everybody found out. They're open about 6 months out of the year. They're wonderful. But you can probably get these online. #1 sweet sold in the country. Food. Well, when we moved here, we had catfish chow, we had trout chow, came from the local feed stores. Both of them were not good. I mean, they were good, but they were not adequate. So we started experimenting with the food back in the early '70s. Had a big pizza bowl mixer. We've gone over that before. Throw all the ingredients in, mix it up, feed the fish. Yeah, the fish are doing great. And then all of a sudden, hey, we're missing something. What happened? Well, we've been out of krill. Well, why didn't somebody say something? Hey, we're out of shrimp meal. Why didn't somebody say something? So we finally were able to get the product because people wanted it. And you couldn't feed it. It was too messy the way we did it. And we came up with Extreme Aquatic Foods. Now, my brother Andy and his wife Keto own this now. They've added other things to it that made it even better. This is their packaging. We sell this we use this by the ton when we buy it. So when you go to the pet shop to buy your food, look at the ingredients and see what you got and pick the best. You do that at the store, do it for your fish. Another really important thing with the business is partnerships. Now, who do we have partnerships with? The airlines, who we have to ship the fish with. The box companies that ship us these cartons and the styros that go in them. Our bag company. Of course, our customers, who we consider we're partners with. I've had some of these customers for 50 years, different owners, but same store. We have a group of people in Tampa that are tropicals producers that I've known all my life that I'm able to get fish from. You might have seen them before. So a partnership in your business, when you think about it, and you think about even on a small scale, you got to have bags, you got to have oxen, you got to have way to ship them, you got to do this. Maintain some partnerships with the stores you deal with. All that's very important to any kind of a business going on. So let's talk about climate. Well, here on the farm here, we're in South Florida, so we can pretty much count on sunshine, heat, and everything that protects this farm. We get cold weather, we get other things going on here, but we're able to protect it. Our water comes out warm. So let's say at home, if you want to set up a thing, you can't do this outside in Illinois unless you had a greenhouse. Maybe you couldn't even do that in the wintertime, but you certainly could have a nice room set up with heat and everything that you would need to maintain what we do here naturally with the water coming in the ground. So our climate is perfect for what we're doing here. We're in South Florida. I don't have to fight the super cold like they do in some other parts of the state. So climate is very important to our business also. So what about customer service? To me, customer service is what we give our customers that maybe somebody else doesn't, that's far more modern than us. This is what I do. I write up in my handwriting, which
is illegible 50% of the time.
To me, I wrote carefully there. Or is that your handwriting?
That's mine.
Okay, well let me see if I can find mine. There's mine. And I went out of my way to write carefully. You can't read it. There's no way to read it. But this is the way I am. This is what I do. I know all my customers by name. Some of them I know their families. Some of them are my dear friends. That's just the way I am. What about with the fish we ship? For example, this says right here, this is going out. It says 12 plus warm fuel of borings. Well, he's paying for 12. That says 14. So when I sent them out to catch it, they're bringing in 14 because they're going to get extra fish. If we were to roam through the warehouse and find peacocks or haps, if I'm selling as adults, they're going to be blazing colors. Why? Because my guys only bring them in like that because they know that's what I expect and that's what our customers expect. Right here, this guy's getting a free albino, because there's space in the box, he's going to get that fish free, that albino electric blue. That's just something we do. So that's customer service. That's what's kept us going all these years. One of the most important things on this farm is the support I get on the farm from people like Tony, who's been here since he's been 18, and Chia Pet. And Tony's gonna, I think Tony's, how many years, 18? 42 years Tony's been here. Hurricanes, everything, and putting up with me. And then of course there is my wife, who I have to say is the reason this farm is still going. Now I'm not gonna get teary-eyed. This is so sentimental, but this woman has dragged me through hurricanes, family issues, cancer, baldness, everything else is happening to old people like me. And she's drawn me through this with her strength and her love. And if people, I have to tell you right now, people don't understand, she really runs the farm. I'm just here. I've been living off this woman's brain all this time. So at any rate, that's my support, this woman right here. Now, do you have anything nice to say about me?
He's my support too.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I just want everybody to know something. I got clobbered by her in a mean thing that she did to me. And
Now that was just certain.
I am not done with that. There will be revenge.
I'll be ready.
Bye. Remember, you're supposed to like us and subscribe and all that stuff.
And comment.
Comment. See you guys.